Hey y'all, it's Ashley
and Shantavia,
and this is Obedience Podcast. So we'd like to welcome you guys to another fellowship time with us.
Yes.
Today we're joined by Miss Latonya Patterson from Ambitiously, Him and Her Foundation.
Yes.
So welcome, Miss Latonya. How are you today?
Hello. I'm doing great, you guys. I'm very blessed.
Awesome. So thank you so much for joining us for this interview. So as you guys know, we like to start off with the icebreaker question just to break the ice a little bit. So today's icebreaker question is, what song best describe your life right now?
Okay, so the song that fits me best now would be India Irie, I Am Light.
Ooh.
It's only because of the mind frame that I'm in right now, in the life that the path that I'm walking. It's a very inspirational song. And she says, I'm not the pieces of the brokenness inside of me. So I have to remind myself that living purposely, that I am not the brokenness pieces inside of me. And she also states, I am not the mistakes or any of the things that has caused me pain. So I have to remind myself that, especially with the path that I'm walking. So that's kind of where I am right now.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
I am not the pieces. Baby, once you put them pieces together, I become whole, baby. I love that. I don't think I heard that one, but I'll have to go back and listen to that one. And I almost thought that you took my song. It's another India Irie song. It's The Little Things. It's like a classic. Just like me right now, I'm just appreciating like the little things right now, how everything is working out. Like for my good, and just appreciating even the small things or the things that may seem small, just appreciating everything. So that's where I am right now.
I have to add y'all songs to my Saturday cleanup playlist. All right, so my song I will have to say is Jonathan McReynolds' Situation. But I would say Situation.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff going on that I'm just allowing God to work in right now. And so I feel like that's the best song to describe my life right now.
I love that song.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, a beautiful song.
Yes.
All right, so now that we have broken the ice, we're going to get into our first question. First, we would like you to introduce yourself to our viewers and explain who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Latonya Patterson. I am the founder and director of Ambitiously Him, Her King Foundation, which is a charity organization here in Mobile, Alabama. And we service young parents between the ages of 13 through 23, fathers and mothers. So that's basically who I am, besides a community advocate, a community mama. I mean, you name it. Everybody calls me mom. I have like over 100 kids. But I am a mother of 5, and I'm about to have my 3rd grandchild, which is a boy. So yeah.
That's exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you look good. You don't even look like a grandma.
Go ahead, grandmama.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. So tell us how the foundation started.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know that it was inspired by my son, and that's the reason why it's Ambitiously Him and Her, because it started with my son being a young teen father, and just looking at him and my grandson's mother's situation made me realize, instead of being angry and becoming resentful, I had to do something positive. Yeah. Because as parents, I'm not sure if you guys are parents, but as parents, when we become disappointed with our children, sometimes it turns into resentment. And I didn't want that for myself, being so disappointed in my son becoming a young father. So I started to do something positive, because I said, okay, it is not that it just started, because, you know, people were having kids at a young age for a very long time.
Yes.
My grandmother had my mom at 15 and my mom got pregnant with me at 16. So it's, you know, and I got pregnant with my son at 19. So it's not that it just started happening, but because it happened so rapidly, I said, look, it's something that I have to do. It's a reason why our children are becoming parents at such a young age. And so I started the nonprofit basically in my home. I just started making posts, taking up donations for young parents, and it became overwhelming. The impact was kind of rapid. So a lot of people started donating stuff, and we stay in a small townhome. So eventually I had to get an office space, and then that office space turned into I had to get a storage office space, 2 office space, 3 office spaces. So so it kind of grew really quickly, but I just wanted to get to the bottom of why a lot of our young kids are having babies at such a young age. And with my son's situation, it basically was, well, mom, you told me about condoms, but you never bought me any. You never handed me any condoms. So a lot of parents don't know that, well, a lot of parents avoid the sex topic anyway.
That's true.
But not only are we avoiding the sex topic, if we do talk to our kids about sex, it's just bluntly, look, if you have unprotected sex, you're going to get an STD or you're going to get a baby. And that's it.
Yeah.
You know, we don't go into detail of, and I really hope that this is appropriate, but I know some parent that is watching really needs to hear this. We don't go into detail of, like with my son, I didn't go into detail of actually giving him condoms. I just told him to use it, not thinking, you know, how is he going to buy condoms at 15 and 16 years old? Or where is he going to get condoms from when, you know, our kids barely go to the doctor or something like that, you know? And not only that, talking to him about, you know, well, it may be issues where, you know, a young lady might say this about a condom or that about a condom, you know, it's different varieties, you know, just get into detail when it comes to talking to your kids about sex, because a lot of our young parents will pull stuff like, oh, I can't use condoms because I'm allergic, you know. And I had to ask one young lady, if you never use condoms, how do you know you're allergic? You know, and if you are allergic, you know, it's different brands, it's lamb, you know, and it's just, we don't go into detail like that because first of all, we're uncomfortable having that talk with our kids anyway. And you know, the topic is so taboo, we don't want to talk about it. We just want to avoid it. We don't want to think about our kids having sex. So with that situation, I blame myself for a long time because like my son said, you never even gave me condoms. So how was I supposed to use them? You know, and not only that, a lot of my other clients say, you know, I had a baby because I wanted somebody to love. You know, it's a lot of lacking of love in our homes nowadays, and also attention. And so this is why we have so many young parents, because it's lack of attention. Maybe their mom had them at a very young age, and so now they're trying to relive their life and enjoy their life to where they're not worried about what their child is doing, you know. And it's sad because most of my clients say, I just want somebody to love. And you know, I have to explain to them that, you know, you searching to fill a void, and a child is not always the answer. So I had to do something, guys, and I don't just, you know, give out free items. I actually support these young parents because a lot of them say, I just want to be in your organization because I need moral support. You know, my mom won't talk to me anymore, or my mom put me out because I became pregnant at a young age. And see, that's what's wrong with us as African Americans, we do this a lot because that was the first thing my son said. Well, please don't put me out. You know, he was crying like, please don't put me out. Please don't put me out. And it's sad because this is our norm. This is what we do when we get angry. We tell them to leave. We tell them to go. Oh, since you're being grown, go be grown somewhere else. You can't be grown at my house. And then they're out there trying to figure it out by themselves. And so it's a lot of young parents who just really don't know because they don't have support. They don't have the guidance that they need. And I was in that situation. My mom was an amazing mother, but you know, sometimes we struggle with demons that has nothing to do with our parents.
Yeah.
And so she was so disappointed with me. She threw her hands up and she didn't deal with me. So I had to figure out life myself, you know, and sometimes what we learn and figure out is not always the good, you know, a good way to go. And so that's why we have a lot of young parents who are raising kids all over the place. They don't know because they don't have that guidance. And so I just decided to do something about it, basically.
Well, you're doing it. You are doing something, definitely. I'm glad that you're doing more so like the preventative and also the supporting of that, you know, because let me stop because I can get ahead of myself. But that's, oh my gosh, I'm just full. Let me hush. All right, next question.
We know with your foundation, especially with this starting off so quickly and you having so much success quickly, what keeps you going on your tough days? When you're stressed out, you have a lot to do, what keeps you going?
So basically I would say is God. That's the only way that I can have strength, because a lot of people forget that not only am I a community mother, I have a house full of kids. I still work a regular job, and so it's very heavy. And so I have to do a lot of meditation and writing techniques and and journaling and affirmations, and because you would go crazy trying to do all this. And so I have to find peace somewhere. And you know, I have this affirmation that I posted the other day, and it, you know, I have to tell myself this all the time, that I wasn't created from doubt, that I was created with divine intention, you know, because we live in a world that's cruel and then it's so judgmental. And, you know, everybody is looking for validation. And so living purposely, I had to stop looking for validation in people and start living my purpose. So I have to tell myself every day, you're not doing this for nobody but God. This was assigned to you, and this is why you're doing it. And so I have to tell myself that daily, because we would kind of drift off and, you know, kind of fall victim to what's going on around us and what everybody else is doing. And, you know, I have to separate myself from that. So that's basically it.
That's awesome. We were just talking about that in our complaining series. Sometimes we get so off focus and we get distracted by things around us when we really should just keep the focus. And that focus should be on God, because we can easily get distracted, especially doing the work. So it's just so important that we stay in meditation and prayer and just focus on God. Okay, so are there any like encouraging words that you can share with any of like other nonprofits, or any like your affirmations or any mantras that you go by that keeps you going on those tough days?
Well, basically, like the affirmation I said, I feel like everybody should repeat that affirmation and say that affirmation, print it, put it on the wall, put it in your car on a sticky note, put it in your phone, because everybody is always on their phone.
Yes.
Put it on your phone. But basically, like I said, I wasn't created out of doubt. I was created with divine intention. because that's what we have to tell ourselves.
Hmm.
And so that's basically what I would tell any entrepreneur, any person that's trying to run a nonprofit. Because see, when it comes to nonprofits, it's just that you don't profit off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be a strong individual to run a business where you don't profit off of it. It's certain ways that you can profit off of it, but the state that I am right now, I don't make any funds doing what I'm doing. And so a lot of people don't understand, why does she do this? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she has a house full of kids. She could be doing anything else. Why is it that she's helping everybody for free?
Mm-hmm.
I ask myself that sometimes as well.
Sounds like you
But
got the heart for it.
yes, but it was planted in me, you guys. I wasn't always this way. I was actually a defiant young parent. Just searching, and I never understood why I was going through what I was going through. And so now I sit back and say, oh, that's why I was going through what I was going through. Kind of to mold me for this purpose right here.
That's
Because
good.
I would never have thought that I was going to be a leader, a mentor, a community advocate,
Yeah.
a community mama. No way, but we have to stay positive. And like I said before, we have to kind of separate ourselves from basically the world, because
Mhm.
it's so destructive and so damaged, and we could kind of fall into that, and we can't get anything done falling on the other side. So
Mhm.
to any nonprofit director that's watching, just keep the faith. That's the only thing that I could basically say. I know you guys have seen me post it all the time. I don't know how we are running, but we are running off of faith. Because
Keep running.
Crazy thing.
you see the times that we're in right now, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's so many businesses are falling under, and I'd be so frantic and scared that what if it becomes a point where I can't help young parents anymore? You
Mhm.
know, it's purposely running. That's the way that I see everything. If it's your purpose, nothing can get in the way of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna flow.
True.
And so that's what I have to tell a lot of people. If you like, sometimes if you working too hard, maybe it's not what you supposed to be doing. But with
Mhm.
this, you guys, I can tell you, it's days that I have stayed in bed because I was depressed. I would not go to the office. I was just paying rent because I was so depressed, and I didn't want to go in the office. And I would go in there, and the owner opened the door, and it's like donations everywhere. So
Wow.
that lets me know that no man nor myself can stop what
Right.
God wants to happen. And so that's basically how I see
That's so good.
Mm-hmm. That's so beautiful.
That's one thing about God. If He wants you to do it, He will supply all of your
He
needs.
said it. His word says it. So
Hmm.
it is so. You just got to keep moving and trust him in the process. And like you
Hmm.
said, just continue to have faith. And even when you were talking, the scripture came to me like that we are God's workmanship, created in advance through Christ Jesus to do his works. See,
Hmm.
he already planned it out beforehand. We just have to trust him in the process and have the faith. So
it.
good
It,
job.
it.
Yes.
All right. So, last question, and this should be an easy question too. How can we or people donate to your organization?
Okay, so we do have a like page, which is Ambitiously Him and Her King Foundation. You can go to the like page and actually inbox, um, so we can set up an appointment to schedule the donation drop off. We're always accepting hygiene products, diapers, wipes, um, dry food items, and clothing. And we take monetary donations as well. You can write a check out to Ambitiously Him and Her King Foundation. They can call at 251-289-0825, and we could schedule a drop off as well, because like I mentioned before, since we are kind of in a crisis, I am working a full-time job and a part-time job just to keep the organization running. And a lot of people don't understand that that is so draining, but I am willing to do whatever it takes to make a difference.
A full-time and part-time job and running a nonprofit, and you have 5 kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
In this
because my grandson stays with me. Yeah.
My God. Oh my gosh. So y'all heard her. She didn't gave you the phone number. She's giving you. Oh, can you tell them where you're located?
Okay, I'm located at 505 Bayshore Avenue. A lot of people know it as Building 505, but it is office spaces in the front, and we have all the office spaces. It's just filled with baby essentials and clothing for young parents and anything that young parents may need. I made sure I filled up every office space in there. And then we have a storage unit as well. So that's crazy.
Yes. It's a lot of things in there, and it's so organized. I was surprised to just going in and just see like everything that y'all have to give. Y'all are doing a beautiful work, and you guys, she's giving you all of the information to donate. We'll leave her Cashapp information as well below in the comment section. Please guys, if you can, if you're willing, she's doing a wonderful work. Just help out and just donate as you wish. It's such a blessing to be a blessing. So
it is.
I'm telling you, it's a blessing to be a blessing. So be a blessing to someone else, especially in this time.
You guys are amazing as well. I really appreciate you guys. I don't know if you guys hear this much, but I just love to see queens doing their thing, and especially when it has anything to do with God, I feel like it's a good thing, and so I really adore you guys. I adore you guys' podcast, the messages that you guys have, and I want you guys to be inspired to keep doing what you guys are doing, because it's women like me that need women like you to get a word out or give us encouragement or just remind us, keep the faith that you're doing this for a greater purpose. So thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we really do appreciate that.
Yeah, and thank you for your support as well, and also your encouraging words. We've left you guys, the ball is in your court now to go ahead and donate and to just check out her page, see the wonderful things that she's doing. And they're also made donations to West Africa as well. So they all around the world. So please do check them out.
Just to add, I know when we went there, like seeing everything that was there, it made me want to go clean out my closet and pick out what I could donate and call up people. Hey, you want to donate? So
yes. And so and that works as well, because a lot of people is like, where do all this stuff come from? And when people are hearing that you're not selling it and you're giving it away, it makes them want to help. So that's a blessing in itself, because I had somebody to say, can I buy some formula? And I said, no, baby, we don't sell anything, but what type of formula you need so I could bring it to you. So
that's a blessing.
Because that formula is expensive.
Yes, it is, child.
Yes.
I don't know from experience, but I've seen the prices.
Yes. All right, guys, you have just tuned in to our interview with Latonya Patterson from Ambitiously Him and Her King Foundation. It was an amazing interview, and we really appreciate her time. We challenge you guys to make this your Christmas donation.
What you gonna do? You wouldn't accept the challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Because God has blessed you to be able to give people gifts this year. You go ahead and sow back into the community.
Right.
Right now we are. I can't drive and talk.
All right. Right now we're headed down to the good old. Where are we going? Costco.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to the store.
Yes. We are going shopping for our what is it called? Our Give project? I don't know.
Our serve project.
Yes, that's what it's called.
The Obey Foundation.
Yes. So we were thinking about what kind of serve project we wanted to have, and initially wanted to serve the homeless, but you know, with coronavirus being out, that's not the safest option right now. So Ashley came up with this great idea and found this great organization.
Oh my gosh, look at that sun shining so bright.
Shining bright like a diamond. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look at her working hard. I said, look at you working hard.
I used to this manual labor. Y'all see how I was looking down and backing up? That's how much faith y'all should have in God.
Smoking. Alright, so this is everything that we got lined up here. And then we got 2 baskets to put it in. And then this little gift bag to try to fit it all in there. So I'm about to sanitize them now, and then we're gonna let them sit, and then we're gonna come back and put it in the basket, okay?
Yeah.
We were blessed over and above.
Exceedingly abundantly. I thank God for the wait car.
I was looking at her.
And I thank God for the answered prayers. He is so good, y'all. Continue to just pray. Oh, Lord, pray His will. I was so overjoyed yesterday. Just by the goodness of God.
Goodness. I didn't even know my cousin was coming over the house last night. But I was just sitting. Y'all saw me setting everything up. And he came and he was like, "What you doing?" And I explained to him what I was doing, and he was like, "I wish y'all would have told me. I would have donated." And I said, "Oh, it's not too late." And he said, "Send me a Cashapp request." I said, "Oh, how much?" He said $50.
Not 20.
Not 30. $50. And so we, so we had already told them that we were coming at 11 o'clock this morning. And last night it was late, y'all saw, so we didn't have time to go get them any extra stuff. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cash out the organization. Messed up. Alright, we're gonna get out.
Between the ages of 13 and 23. But we don't stop at 23. Because if you're 25 or you're 30, you need help, we're going to help you with help grandmothers. Because you know people need their kids. And we mentor them. We get them prepared for jobs. And it's just so amazing. And y'all going to be this morning, and it's going to make me cry. We helping families in West Africa.
Oh, wow.
I saw that
Cameroon.
I was so happy.
Right. And it's like so heartwarming because the three that's doing the work, they're only 21 and 22 years old. And it's just like looking over there at them, we're grateful. They are more grateful because of what they don't have. So it's like the more donations we get, even though we can't send it to them, but we can help. So this is like greatly. This is like, y'all, this is just so heartwarming to the point where it's just unexplainable to certain levels of life that people don't even understand. What somebody really going through and you have to help them when they don't have nowhere to turn to. Like, that's how I always feel. I gotta organize it, but it's like this is a donation.
So y'all take like adult clothes too?
When we say you need help, we need help. Like I got clothes in my trunk that I ride around with y'all. Cause we see homeless people, and I'm like, I just go in my trunk and get clothes because you don't know what condition and situation they could be in. So we do adults too, women, adults, children. You just never know who gonna need your help. So you have to extend what you have to everybody in every way.
I'm so happy y'all doing this. All right, let's go. Okay, yeah. So I guess we'll end this here. I don't know if we'll insert the interview at the beginning or the end of this, but be sure to look at the interview to get more information on this organization. And we just thank you guys for watching us as we have filmed our journey of giving. This is our first time giving with the Obey Foundation.
The first of many.
Yes, and you can see we have our Obey shirts on. It's so sunny. We have our Obey shirts on. Yes. So we're just excited because we saw this vision a long time ago, and to finally be able to give for the first time, we're very thankful. And we want to thank everyone who donated to us so we could donate more to them. So yeah, we just want to keep doing it. So yeah,
so if you guys wanna,
we're on the same page. If y'all want to donate to our Obey Foundation, our Cash App will be down there. It's $obediencepodcast. And we just take that money, we put it into the podcast because we have to pay for a couple of things, and then anything extra, we donate. So if y'all didn't hear us mention, we wanted to give to the homeless, but you know, with the pandemic going on, we just felt like this was safer. So we like to give. That's one thing. So yeah. Blessed. God has blessed you to be a blessing. Y'all know the same. But anyway,
Lord, you didn't say it.
I'm horrible at saying y'all.
A blessing to be a blessing.
Yes.
So let's bless.
Yes.
Blessed.
Hold on. I go.
Break down.
All right, we're gonna go film our decorating video. If y'all haven't seen it, go ahead and click that link up there because it will be out before this video. And as always, be obedient. We'll see you guys next time.